Hey everybody, Brian Holmes along with
Nate?
we're from Survival Midwest. Today we're planning a little trip. We're heading down to the LDS Cannery. It's about 90 miles away. So we're going to go down there and we're going to get some long-term food storage.
You know, some people, when it comes to snowstorm, hurricane, even a bad weather day, you know, they all run out to the grocery store or the gas station, buy every last little bit off the food shelves. I'm sure you've all seen that. You're much better ahead in time, money, and effort to go down and get yourself some long-term preps. Now, not saying you need to have, 6 months worth of food on hand, but you should probably have at least 30 days worth of food on hand for any type of situation that could possibly happen.
Yeah, I believe the federal government wants you to have a 30-day supply of food and water handy. So this is a good start, a good place to start to get your preps going. So today we got a pretty good sized group going there. There's probably going to be 7 or 8 of us. I believe my wife and son are coming along. Nate's fiance Steph is coming along. We're going to meet a few other people down there that I already know.
How many people do we really need to make this operation go smoothly?
I would think 6 would probably be a minimum number. So, but if you don't have 6 in your group and you set up an appointment with them, they'll mix you in with another group and you guys will just help each other out. It flows really well once you get a little system going.
I know the canning appointments are, like I said, by appointments only. You had to put in a pre-order form to make sure that they had enough food supplies on hand for whatever you want to package there. The types of food that we're going to be buying today is, rice, oats, red wheat, white wheat. We're going to be getting some powdered milk. We're also going to be getting some cocoa because everybody loves a little bit of cocoa. Just other basic supplies that would be good to have instead of having to go run out in an emergency to go pick up later on.
Most everything that we're going to can today down there has about a 25 to 30 year shelf life. There are a few products like the cocoa's got a way shorter shelf life, and I think the fruit punch, that's a shorter shelf life. But the majority of everything we do, if you buy it now, it'll be stable for a long time into the future.
How was the staff down there the last time you went?
Last time I went down there, they were excellent. They help you out. They bring the bulk product out to you. They take care if you have any questions. They let you know like when you need to wash stuff, when you don't. There's really good people, and they just love people that are willing to prep for the future.
How is the pricing of this stuff compared to like getting it from other, prepackaged supply vendors?
I would say this is 30 to 50% cheaper than any of your online places you're going to find for the same products. Now this isn't gourmet stuff like some of them advertise on TV, but this is good basic stuff that'll keep you alive for long-term food preps.
Now, they said that, we could order cans, but you package yourself. They said pouches, you package yourself, or it was prepackaged items. How does the whole canning thing kind of work? You go to the grocery store and it's already in the can. I mean, how does it all get in there and get sealed up?
Well, they bring the bulk product out. It gets poured into the number 10 can or the pouches. You add an oxygen absorber into it. You put the lid on with the canning machine, or you seal the bag shut with the sealer. It's really pretty easy. They also do have like prepackaged food that you can order. The cans are already come pre-cased, and that's a pretty good value too. It's about the same, maybe a little bit more in price, but I think a lot of the fun is actually going down there and putting your hard work in and doing it yourself.
Okay. Well, at the bottom of this video, we're going to put a link to the LDS Cannery website and the order form that you have to fill out before you go there. So just look down here on the bottom. You're going to see it there. But we'll come back to you with the clips of everything going on down there, and hopefully we have a good time.
All right, so you guys ready to drive down there? It's going to be about 90 miles or so we're probably looking 2 hours. But I think it's well worth the trip. I think you're going to enjoy yourself, and you'll have some memories to come from it, and also some good food preps.
Cool. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, once we got inside the cannery there, we realized that the audio wouldn't work very well with all that noise going on and echoing here. So here's a little voiceover for you. One of the first things we started off here was with sugar. Basically, the people working there bring out the carts of what you pre-ordered, and we get ready. There's Fender, he's our lid and oxygen absorber. Here's Jody. She's date stamping all the labels so that way you know when the product was packaged for resale there. Here is Miss Stephanie there. She's labeling all the boxes of what's supposed to go in them. And this is Miss Julie taping up the boxes. Initially, we all knew how much we were taking, so everyone started doing their little part there to get their products together and get everything ready. They have all the labels for everything that they sell there on a roll on the wall there. You not only label the box, but you label the cans, so that way, you know, both inside and outside, you know what you're getting. After you get the cans filled up in these dishes, you know, Fender's sitting there leveling out the sugar that's inside there. Sugar you do not put an oxygen absorber in, otherwise it turns into this big hard block. There's always extra there to top it off, so the guy that's doing the rough fill doesn't have to get to a fine level there. So, you know, pretty much put the can lids on there. Not everything, though, is filled by volume. Some things are filled by the specific weight of the item, mostly dehydrated. Here's a thing of apple chips, dehydrated apples. So we were getting down to the bottom of the box there, so basically trying to spoon it out, level it in there, and get everything going on. You know, nothing goes to waste. Like we said, once a package gets open, everything gets canned on there and put into different bits of storage. So now we're weighing it there, and that actually came out to 1 pound, just like we're supposed to go into it. So with things with oxygen absorbers, you open it up, put an oxygen absorber into the top, and then put a lid on it. As you can see from the top there, it's not full to the top, but that's because it's all little pieces. So then you put it into their automated sealing machine. Basically, put the can in, push the handle down, and as it spins around and rolls the seam. Now, it's a lot easier to open the factory seam than this seam we just did. So we flip the cans over, label them, and so that way as you're opening up the factory seam. Well, Miss Stephanie here is putting the labels on the box, writing names on there, checking the list, making sure everyone's getting what exactly they want. Hopefully she'll help out in later videos. Miss Julie there in the background is putting the plastic lid covers inside the cans. So you can see from the racking that after you get done canning your items, you just put it temporarily on the rack and then grab from the rack and fill your boxes. That way no one accidentally puts, you know, the wrong items in the wrong box there. But once you get her filled 6 to a box, you close it up, tape her up, and get ready to go. This is all the product that we did for our troop to go home with. Now there's multiple families there, but all in all, you can see that this is quite a bit of food.
So here we are, back home.
Yeah. If you have any questions about what was really going on in the video here, things that were going on, you know, you can leave us a comment here on the video, but you could also go to getoffthex.com and join that forum. There's a section called Disaster Prep. There's entire threads all wrote about LDS Cannery, where they are, how things are going, and everything else like that. That's probably a great place to get all your questions answered related to this and to any other kind of prepping question you have. I mean, things have been discussed, you know, ad nauseum on there of what you can do, how you can do it, and where to get it done.
So, with that in closing, I just want you guys to keep one more thing in mind. If you knew you were going to be in the fight for your life today, would you have trained more yesterday?